So today we are going to discuss our topic from the embryo, that is the embryonic period. The embryonic period is generally called as the period between the 3rd week towards the 8th week of the embryonic development. In this period, in the 3rd week till the 8th week, this embryonic period is very important, and this embryonic period is also called as the organogenesis, because organogenesis take place in this embryonic period. You can say the organ formation is most rapid during this period, organogenesis, and there is a most important formation of the tissues and conversion of these tissues into a different organs of the body. Because of the organogenesis is most common between this embryonic period, there is also most of the risk factors about the teratogens. So these teratogens can affect the process of organogenesis and may cause the birth defects. So this period is also very vulnerable to the different birth defects that can take place during this embryonic period. Now coming to the phases of the embryonic period. In this embryonic period, there are 3 phases that occur. These phases are of growth, the morphogenesis, and the differentiation. In the growth phase, there is particularly the development of the cell. You can say there is a more amount of cell division and cell replication take place. Then the another thing that occurred in the embryonic period is the morphogenesis. That means that the change in the shape and size of a developing embryo, and that's why because of the change of developing embryo, these tissues occur as a part of organ. Then comes the differentiation, in which the different tissues ultimately convert into the organ or the organ system in which they need to be functioning. So that's why this period is very important, and it is also called as the period of organic development. Now coming to the structure and the features that are very important during these 5 weeks of development, that starting from 3rd towards the 8th. I will cover the important features that are very important, and I will make the notes for you guys to remember easily, and by these notes you can have multiple features of the embryonic period. So by this way you can remember easily all the embryonic periods. Now starting from the 3rd week. In the 3rd week of development, as we have discussed in the previous video of the 3rd week, in which there is the formation of the 3 germ layer, which is called as the gastrulation. In the gastrulation, there is a formation of 3 germ layer, that is the ectoderm, endoderm, and the mesoderm. Then what happens in the 3rd week is the formation of neural tube. The formation of notochord also take place during this 3rd week, and the neural tube also develop because of the primitive streak formation. Also there is a formation of the chorionic villi in the placenta. The chorionic villi in the placenta is going to develop during this 3rd week. Also there are development of few somites. At that level there are very much less somites in the paraxial mesoderm. Also there is a closure of a cranial neuropore that is present at the end of the neural tube. So these are the some certain features that take place during the 3rd week. Now in the 4th week, what happens after the 3rd week is the 4th week, in which there is a formation of 4 to 12 somites. Here the number of somites increase, that is the formation of somites after the neuralization increase in the 4th week. Then the first pharyngeal arch appear. The first pharyngeal arch that we will going to discuss in a separate video. This first pharyngeal arch is going to form the muscles of the pharynx and the larynx. That's why this pharyngeal arch appear in the 4th week. The other thing you can see is the optic palacord, that is the palacord for the internal air. Then there is a lens palacord for the formation of an eye lens, and there is now a closure of a caudal neuropore that was open at the time of 3rd week. These are the journal events that occur in the 4th week. Now after that, coming towards the 5th week, in which there is a growth of the head increase. There is an increase in the size of the head as compared to the body, and there is more formation of a embryo like a humanly appearance. Then there is a formation of a second pharyngeal arch that will also develop into the muscles afterwards. Then what happens is the formation of a mesonephric. The formation of a mesonephric ridges that are responsible for the formation of a primordium of the kidney, because afterwards there will be a formation of kidney, then there will be a this ridge appear at the time of 5th week of the development.